right, what's going on, grappling fans? The Road to Worlds is officially backed. All right, me and Reed are so stoked we had to slap the gis on to let you guys know that we mean business, and this year is going to be an epic one. Reed, go ahead and tell them first where we're headed.
That's right, man. We're going to the Gi World Championships, IBJJF, and it all starts right here in Austin, Texas. We are about to take off. We are heading to San Antonio to link up with Rodrigo, Pinero, Manuel Ribamar, Nachielli, the whole crew down there as they prepare for the IBJJF World Championships. So it starts right here in Texas, but we all know where it ends, at the Walter Pyramid in Long Beach, California. We got thousands of miles to drive. We're gonna be hitting up tons of gyms along the way, but we gotta get going. It all starts right now.
Yeah, I know what you guys are thinking. You're thinking, you know, how's this different than every other year? Well, you're probably gonna fly to AOJ, fly to Athos. Nah. Take a look behind us here. Look at this bad boy. This is a certified pre-owned, fully loaded, got all the bells and whistles Chevy Equinox. Now listen, my mom has put a combined mileage of, I would say, 800,000, maybe 900,000 of miles on Chevy Equinoxes in her day, so I knew that this was a car we could trust, because this year we're road tripping all the way from Austin, Texas to the Walter Pyramid in Long Beach, California, and we're gonna have a lot of stops along the way, a lot of fun, a lot of laughs. One or two of us might cry along the way, I'm not quite sure, but we're gassing this thing up, and it's time to hit the road, baby.
All right, let's do it.
Get off.
Yo, I'm the best out. After rest out, poke my chest out, they X out, I don't feel left out. Give up about your mentions and intentions. About time I brought attention to the fact that I'm the only one to go #1 on the billboard. Rappers died, others killed for it. I got the skill for it.
So obviously this year's edition of the Road to Worlds is a special one, you know, for multiple reasons. Of course, it's cool to, you know, kind of have Reed back in the fold, to have us kind of come together, do this little epic road trip all the way to California. I think that's going to make it special. But another thing that makes this year so special is that this is the year that'll mark 10 years of the IBJJF World Championship being on flowgrappling.com, which it's been an incredible 10 years to say the least. But I think that's one thing that makes this year, this Road to Worlds, extra special, is that 10 years of the World Championship being on flowgrappling.com. And I think that's one theme we're going to kind of try to bring to you guys throughout all these episodes this year, is asking these athletes, asking the coaches, you know, what's some of the most memorable moments they have from the World Championship? What are kind of some of those epic times that they remember in the pyramid, or even as far back as the tennis club, you know, in Baja de Tijuca? So I think there's a lot of incredible stories to be told, a lot of, you know, things to look back on and be proud of that the Jiu-Jitsu community has done, not just over the last 10 years, but in the years before that even. So, you know, that's one thing I'm excited about for this year, 10 years of the World Championship on Flow Grappling, and I think this is going to be an epic season this year for Road to World.
It is what it is, Yeah. It is what it is, It is what it is.
All right, here we go. First stop on this road trip to Long Beach, California, right here at Rodrigo Pinero, outside of San Antonio. You know we had to check in on Ribamar. It's going to be a fun one.
Man, that'll be awesome. You training today?
Yeah, I brought my
Let's go! How you? What about you?
How are you?
You can train today.
I'm just going to...
Professor Rodrigo runs the training. Everybody goes to the other mat, and we're gonna divide the groups in between both mats. Okay. So we're gonna try to keep people that is going to compete like next week, right? And like to push them a little, very hard. Everybody trains really hard because of the competition training, you know.
Sure.
But we're gonna try to kind of like select the training to see like who's going to be like the best fit for each other's game, you know, too. So we can have the best experience for the tournament.
I'm still young in the game. No stripes yet, no stripes.
No yet?
Not yet. I just got it 2 years ago.
Bro, you should be like black belt, 6 stripe. No, just
Hey, bro, you say so. I trust you. What about you, though? You're excited you're competing at Worlds, obviously?
Man, I'm competing Worlds, beating heavyweight division. You get to see the division, it's insane.
Yeah.
They have this like new prospects like Vettoracci brothers, Jensen, that's the man nowadays, right, on this division. Man, there's so many good guys out there, you know, like for me, like I'm like 31 now, like trying to switch in between masters and adult. For me, it's more of a challenge for me to go over there and try to show to people that my jiu-jitsu still works for it. Any game.
100%. No, we know it, dude. I've gotten to train. It's like Ribamar is by far one of the toughest guys out there. Dude can upset anybody in that division. 100%. I've seen it, man.
Yeah, we have some really good people here, you know, like
I bet.
there's some really good quality. We have also Richard Nogueira.
Yeah.
You know, he's like Thiago Macedo, he's about to get here soon. But we have like a really good group of people, you know, like competitors.
Is the that Brazilian steakhouse, is that still down the street?
Yeah, let's go. After that.
I know you like that spot.
I can eat some. All right, guys. Let's line up on the other side, please. Let's line up.
Thanks so much, everybody, for coming. You know, it's you're getting close from the words. Most of you guys are gonna come over there and competing. So I know you guys, you know, push yourself, you know, give your best. And now it's time to really like just put the dots together and come over there and do what you already been doing every single day in the class. So let's get ready. All right. So let's go, everybody. Professors, host, Metro Games. All right, guys. Let's go, everybody. Get a partner real quick. Let's go, everybody. Get a partner. We're gonna do a grip fight. Let's go.
Guys, you can spread out between both mats. You want some cold water?
When I train, I never warm up, so this is a little different.
If you do not pass, it's okay, as long as you defend the sweep and the submission. The goal is always from the bottom, push the pace of the training, because you have the position that you choose as your favorite. Bottom position is the main. You can choose whatever guy you would like to start. All right? Get yourself comfortable, because whenever I say go, you have to go. You have to work a sweep and submission from there. Ready? Go! Mark, we gotta fight, man. We have to fight, man. Boa! All right. And that's what we talked about. Same idea. Let's go. Bottom to the position. All right, guys, get a new partner. Get a new partner.
Did you take it easy on Reed?
Yes, I had to.
No.
We're doing a flow roll.
Can I see your fingertips real quick? You got the duct tape.
Yeah, it's the best. Works better for me.
Really?
Yeah, make my grip stronger. So, duct tape for the win.
Well, you try to get prepared for all case scenarios that usually happen in the fights. You like to always work with a little bit of the pressure. Sometimes you lose, sometimes you win. Not only sometimes you have to push the pace of the training, but also sometimes you gotta manage your points. So that's what you like to do, especially on the final stretch from the word. So prepare the body, also prepare the mind from the game as well. So that's what we try to do.
For people out there maybe who don't know how important Worlds is or what type of tournament is, why do you guys put so much emphasis on Worlds, and what does it mean to go out there and do a good performance at the World Championships?
Man, I think this is the World Cup from Jiu-Jitsu. You know, that's the tournament that people being literally not only trained but also like waiting for a lifetime to have the opportunity to come over there and compete against the best of the best, you know. But everybody's over here pushing each other to try to chase their personal dreams. I think this is a dream that most of athletes they have, and we try to support and help them, guide them to be able to come over there and achieve the dreams.
World Championships pretty much is for us is like the Olympics, right? So we prepare our whole life. We're not preparing the 1 year for Worlds. We're preparing our whole life, like from white belts all the way into the black belt. We're prepared to become one day to have the opportunity to be a world champion as a black belt, right? That's the main goal. But Worlds is different, man. Like there's a different vibe. There's something at Worlds that makes you believe, unlock, like turn a key, something in your head. You know, when you win Worlds one time, you become a different person. Like in training, as a professor, even like on the business side, you see things in a different way. You know, you see your value. It helps you to value. You know, I think IBJJF is the most traditional, you know, federation in the entire world. Everybody will be there regardless.
How many times at Worlds now is this for you?
For me,
Yeah,
6.
6'5"?
Yeah. Excited.
Yeah, it's a fun tournament. You like it? What's different?
Always my goal is this one. Doesn't matter. I compete a lot of tournaments around the world, but in June, that's my priority. Every time beginning to January to June, 6th June, is my priority. Is always the world. So excited. It's a nice tournament. It's incredible. The feeling, and gotta get the job done.
You kept armbarring me. Got any tips for me?
Hide your elbow. People from my hometown, Manaus, we love arm bars.
Yeah.
That's all we have now. That's all we learn. As a kid, people from Manaus, first class, arm bar and double leg. That's all we learned. And then we learn Jiu-Jitsu later.
Well, I guess it's paying off, it sounds like. Thanks, bro.
A classic.
That was a classic one. Porrada!
You win by 5. You win by 2. You win by 5.
É sacanagem, eu também deixo.
You lose by 5.
Alright, got a 5-point lead. 2
Yeah.
minutes to go.
Good news is I'm winning. 2 minutes left. Feeling like how I probably would feel in the middle of a competition, so hopefully I can just hold on to this lead. Stuff looks tough.
Lucky the higher the number was, as I was toning the level. Thinking how hard I was gonna go for that.
You want to come over here and say a game plan real quick? So we can...
I'm gonna smash very badly.
Alright.
That's the goal.
Good luck, bro.
Very badly.
He's got a good plan, so I don't know. Reed might be in trouble here.
Shake your hands by each other. Prepare it. Ready? Go!
Thank you.
How did the game plan go?
Negative. We're starting on the Road to Worlds officially now. Hard competition training session, but this is training for Worlds. It's not just a regular training session. This is what you need if you're trying to ascend to the top level. You can't just come in and go through the motions. You gotta push hard. You gotta do situational. You gotta mix in some of that ecological stuff. You gotta practice the guard pulls. You gotta practice the takedowns. stuff that you don't want to practice. You know, you got to get out of your comfort zone, and that's what these guys are doing here for a comp class. I'm tired, I'm exhausted. Trained a little harder than I wanted to train, but couldn't let some of these purple belts whoop up on me. So had to give it back a little bit. Now I'm tired. I'm gonna have to go roll with Ribamar now probably in a second and just get melted. But man, great vibes here. Super fun environment, fun training session. Everybody was really nice. But hard training. Like I said, it's like if you want to become a world champion, if you want to make it on the podium, if you want to do something big in the sport, you can't just go through the motions and kind of train the positions that you know, the positions that you're good at. These guys are pushing themselves outside of their comfort zone. Every single roll, every single training round. And that's what you need to do if you're trying to ascend to the top level. And Ribamar is a guy who's been at the top level for a long time now, 10 years, brown belt world champion, European champion, Pan champion. He's accomplished pretty much all you can accomplish here in the sport of Jiu-Jitsu. One of the nicest guys in the sport, Nachielli, so welcoming. Rodrigo, Pinero, really helping you evolve and just make yourself a better person on top of it. So just an incredible gym here. Love that we stopped here first on the road to Worlds. We got a lot more to come here. We're going to Midland tomorrow, and Phoenix, and Vegas, and LA. So I got to taper my expectations here. I can't get too exhausted just yet. We're just starting here. But good first session, good way to start the Road to Worlds trip. I'm exhausted. I got to go get something to drink now. Whew.
Yeah, hey, Chaka's gonna be releasing his brand soon, like worldwide.
It's crazy.
Amazon Warriors.
Man,
Is this acai straight from Manaus?
Straight from Manaus. That's the only 80% acai here in America. The rest is only 60.
80% acai?
80% acai.
Okay, this is the good stuff.
Let's go. It looks like we're driving into like a 90s movie set, to be honest with you. Just like all these buildings look like they were made in like the 90s. I assume some big oil boom happened and now they're still here. Stoked to be in Midland.
All right, Trey, we made it here finally to Midland, Texas, after driving a couple hundred miles from San Antonio. Shout out to Ribamar, Rodrigo, Pinero, the whole crew over there. They were great. Hard training. I'm exhausted, to be honest, but the Road to Worlds doesn't stop. We're keep going, and we're not stopping until we get to the Walter Pyramid. Tomorrow, we got some fun stuff in store. Trey?
Yeah, you know, I've never been to Midland. I've always wanted to come to Midland. Huge fan of Friday Night Lights. Now listen, I'm an Odessa guy. Them Permian Panthers, oh, you from Midland. You don't want to see Booby be great. You know what I'm saying? But I'm excited to check out Midland tomorrow. In the next episode, all right, we're going to Bruno Bastos' gym. It's kind of incredible what Bruno's been doing out here in Midland, the squad he's building. And obviously, Cassie Amora is kind of at the top of that list right now when it comes to black belts you should be watching. Super young, super game. So excited to check in with her. You know, hopefully Emily Ferreira. A lot of the other great Bruno Bastos squad members are going to be out here. But I think tonight we got to grab a little food, edit some videos, and you know, 332 miles down and a whole lot more to go for this year on the Road to Worlds. Let's keep at it. Oh, you from Midland?
I'm the best out. After rest out, poke my chest out, they X out. I don't feel left out. Give a about your mentions and intentions. About time I brought it.